Alright, hold up. What's that? Today we're bringing you to Jacksonport, Arkansas, looking for Brooke Allensworth. And this is actually a case my wife does not want us to take.
Yeah, you told me. I think well, we're here now, and whatever happens, happens. The more witnesses, the better. So we might have to do it live.
And what we're talking about is Brooke Allensworth went missing 2 years ago, believed to be in a barrel, and not just her, but there might actually be 4 or 5 more people. If we find this stash of barrels today, we might have uncovered. I don't even know what we've uncovered. That's why my wife is nervous. So stay tuned for this episode. It's one you are not going to want to miss. So with Brooke, there's some suspicion that there might be 4 or 5 more.
Possibly.
How many people are missing in your area, and why? And like, are they all connected? I mean, if they're all in barrels.
We're thinking it's a possibility. We believe that she's out there at least with one other person. In the past 5 years, within like a 45-mile radius, there's probably about 7 or 8 people missing. There's quite a bit of people missing here. And all under the same suspicious... Yeah.
Is there like is there a connection of some sort that's bringing all of them together?
A possibility. I think a lot of it has to do with, drug-related instances, but every time people go missing, nothing's done about it. It's really, really odd, but...
And is nothing done because they feel like they're all drug-related?
That's a possibility. I mean, we had a girl go missing like in August, and she was found within 3 days. But I mean, her family was well known and that kind of thing. So they have the resources to do it, they're just not.
Right. And with the one that was found after 3 days, was that one drug-related as well?
No.
Okay. Can you share the backstory on that
one? She worked in Newport as a nurse, and the story is that a guy named Quake ran up behind her in his pickup truck, hit her, and threw her in the pickup truck, raped her, and he buried her. And then 3 days, he actually helped attend the search party for her and helped look for her. And then 3 days later, he showed the place where the body was. So.
Just out of guilt? So come on over. Please tell us about your organization, what it is that you guys do.
Okay, so we basically got sick of politics and realized that was just something as a distraction to keep us from finding out what dirty judges and dirty FBI and all these people. We have a lot. This is Arkansas. It's where you have Arkansans. You have them all over the world. But we say this is really the swamps, the deepest deep state all. We have so many murder. We started on the Boys on the Tracks case. August 23rd, 1987, they were run over. They were killed by our actual current drug director. Well, he's alleged, but a federal judge said, why was he never investigated? 3 eyewitnesses, him and another cop. And then they were they had stumbled upon a big drug drop. Berry Seals, Mina. If y'all look at Mina, you'll, it happened. Clint never denied it,
Movie of America Made with that. It's loosely based on the big,
and I was doing radio in Little Rock one day a week on a conservative women power panel called The Right View instead of the View, the way they're are. But she was a fan, and then I was like, man, she's smart. So I told the host, I was like, let's bring her in for a fill-in when one of the girls can't be here. And then he asked her to stay, and we talk too bad about, I mean, we've always been like conservatives and in politics, but the Republicans were so bad in this state, we figured out they were just Clinton machine. They were just Republican in name only. And we just denounced it all. Threw the governor under the bus every day, and we were supposed to be a conservative. Asa Hutchinson, who was the U.S. attorney over MENA and made sure that Clinton and all that went well, right? We call it mafia government. They infiltrated the party, and so the Clinton machines never had more of a stranglehold on Arkansas than they've ever had now. But those two boys, Kevin Oz and Don Henry, everybody needs to, there's a book. We cracked the case, basically. They're running scared all over the state. One thing led to another, and we've gotten to probably 50% of all the counties in Arkansas. People are reaching out. We got 3 new murder cases, unsolved, where law enforcement, kind of like what I saw in your video, where they just don't do anything, right. You know? And we figured out in Arkansas, if it's an unsolved murder, it's not because they can't solve it, because the ones we have, you could solve from second and one, especially Kevin Oz and Don Henry. And we're going on 33 years now, and we're letting his mom take a break because she's tired, and thank God for her. And we put our lives on the line, and that's an understatement. And we've had, you know, but we've just, in the face of fear, we're cautious. We let Jesus take the wheel, and we put our faith in God, and we never waver. But we have the FBI, they cover things up here. Everybody covers stuff up. She can tell you, come on. We met her on Facebook just not even like probably 10 days ago after we interviewed Kelly. We're fixing to look for her sister, Brooke Allensworth, and Kelly, I don't know if you heard about the famous Sidney Sutherland case.
That's what I was just telling him about.
Yes,
yeah.
And that was in People Mag. Oh, it was like, I mean, horrible case, but it's like, okay, now what about Brooke? People started kind of asking, because literally, you know, you live here. Mm-hmm. They never talked about her.
Not for 2 years she was missing.
That's right.
Not until very recently.
And it was, all we knew was her car was found. She had some fix-a-flat sitting there. It was all staged. I mean, she was murdered. And we say she was Arkansas-ed. But we've been looking at her. Amy Jo had gone to actual nursing school with her. But, and I know I'm jumping around, but we have 58 podcasts now, and it's just exploded. We can't keep up. Still shoot us, other than the people that help us behind the scenes. And this one's been a big help in Brooke Allensworth. But I had commented on the Sidney Sutherland page and put stuff about Brooke on there. And
oh boy, did she get attacked!
Oh yeah, this is for Sidney Sutherland. And I said, I think Sidney Sutherland was probably a great person. Everybody said so. I would think that she would want attention brought to her, but she went missing over 2.5 years ago. They did a little fake search. That was it. She had just dyed her hair blonde. Nobody had ever seen it. There was a video and pictures of her at the salon.
I had two family members in my inbox just last night.
Me too. I've got family members in mine.
Well, and other people.
That video down. You're hurting the family.
The feds, they never released it. This is a disappeared woman. Okay, on day one. She dyed her hair completely blonde. She had she's a brunette. Darker than that. Okay. And the police did not even release a still photo of what this woman looked like the very next day.
Listen to this. The salon owner who did her hair offered law enforcement video footage from her salon, and they didn't want it.
Didn't want it.
They offered footage.
See what she looks like now.
Yeah, to see what she looks like with blonde hair.
Literally, like, and you know what they put out? A picture of her with the short, dark.
They wanted everybody to be looking for brunette.
And nobody in Arkansas, other than the hairdresser and the family, knew the video existed. Okay, that was it. And of course, don't release it. Whatever, it'll mess up the investigation. That's how they do.
Investigation?
Nobody had. In fact, we were the ones to release the photo and the video first time. People were like, "Has anybody got a picture of her with blonde hair?" No, you know. And we got it. Well, basically we're doing the job of law enforcement, the FBI, the U.S. Attorney's Office. My ex-father-in-law was Clinton Machine U.S. Attorney. He helped cover up Kevin Oz and Don Henry's murder and many others for the Clintons, but I never realized that till later on in my marriage. But anyway, we just decided, you know, sitting there talking politics all day, like, no, we're going to do something worthwhile. You know, we go to bed at night, we sleep good. People, I mean, we get messages every day, how are y'all still alive? are you not scared? We're like, hell no, we sleep good. We're not gonna go down and allow my daughter to be a Kevin Ives and Dawn Henry, or my daughter to be a Brooke Allensworth, or shall I go on? I mean, we have about 50 of them now. We just had another one. Our drug director was involved with when he was police chief. They found us, and the woman was crying on the phone last night. She goes, oh my God, you said everything we believed, and no, everybody's always thought we were crazy, and some of my friends saw this, and anyway, and we turn no one away that legitimately needs help. I don't even know how we do it really. But we just do God. I mean, we just let him take the wheel, and so far he's gotten us far. We've got sheriffs running scared in Perry County to the point where the good feds are down there. It won't be long, he'll be in prison. He even got desperate the other day and spoofed a number, because he thought I spoofed a number and texted him, and I didn't. It was brilliant. They got leaked to me.
Offline, we'll have to show you the text
yeah, it's funny.
Somebody's messing with this sheriff hard.
And they said he's running around in 27 different cars. He wants up to the sheriff's department.
He got COVID.
He's been real paranoid. We caused him to have to cut his vacation short too. But anyway,
he got COVID and didn't tell anybody, and then spread it around his family, and
went to the Office of Emergency Management,
911 dispatch,
where his soon to be wife, that's a whole other story, but with COVID. I mean, so I busted him on that. We did. JoJo's for Justice right here. Yeah, word.
JoJo's for Justice.
Yeah, JO-JO' for Justice.
So I'll tell you who's, kind of put this best. Mike King over there at Profiling Evil. I had a conversation with him recently.
Okay.
And he says, we really are, that bridge to what law enforcement is not doing. The more, the YouTube platform, the Facebook platform, the social media, with us getting together and collaborating on things like this.
Oh yeah.
The more and more that we're going to be solving these cases.
Oh yeah.
And it really is a movement, and we could not be doing it without you, the viewers here.
This is a God thing that we are connected, and we want to thank a lady we fought for. Her son was murdered a month after Linda Collins being covered up. They know who did it. The guy admitted it. They won't arrest him.
That body they found was Lisa Prescott.
Okay, yeah, we'll talk about that.
Confirmed by DNA.
Well,
I think so.
Well, if they didn't confirm it by DNA, it ain't Lisa Prescott.
Yeah,
I don't know. I just know that this morning I read this.
Yeah, that was another missing one. Every time we get close to something, they say, oh, we solved this 40-year-old murder.
She's been missing for about as long as Brooke's been missing. Lisa Prescott has. There's some connections. All of them worked at Harris Hospital.
Actually, Lisa didn't. I don't know where that came from, but I checked it out.
Okay, well, I stand corrected.
Yeah, I don't know.
We want to put any disinformation out there.
Right, but
oh, we do all the time, because we talk about theories. And we are not politically correct, and we're
not either.
We just
that's the thing. That's the thing. People are like,
that's why everybody hates y'all.
We thrive on theories, because they get hung up on a smoking gun. Got to prove it in court of law. We are not lawyers. We're not judges. We are citizen journalists.
Yeah.
Who are doing what the law enforcement people are not doing.
Yeah.
And the fact that Lisa Prescott was found. Nobody was talking about her either until
we did, and now they found her.
And then, another thing, the day before Sydney Sutherland went missing, we were talking to some other people who live in the Pocahontas area, which is northeast of here, and her name came up in conversation, and we were talking about her on our phones. And then the next day, Sydney Sutherland goes missing, and then when they found her. And then when they found her, they're like, well, we need to start looking at Quake Llewellyn
for Brooke Allensworth. That's when they started saying, yeah, and I was like, oh hell no.
Trying to pin it on. We don't even think he did it.
Yeah, I mean.
So give us like the 90-second rundown, and let's get started, because I understand we have a lot of ponds to search today.
So you're thinking that we should be checking ponds though, or what?
Yeah, 4 ponds is the. Come over here, baby. Quit stepping out. We let this girl. Oh my gosh, this is the first time we're meeting her.
Tracy, you've got the first pond you would like us to check out.
Oh yeah, I'll lead the way. Do y'all want to jump in with me?
Probably, yeah, because I had to drive my mom's car, because mom's in the shop. It's like a $2,000 deal. I'm just like.
All right, we'll follow you over there. All right.
Let me. Can I use your bathroom real quick before we go out?
Yeah.
Oh man, there's like these giant mosquitoes like trying to get in right now. They just, oh man, this pond is not good already. They didn't know that we're in here.
You got a mosquito pond?
There's one over here. Look at this, where? Yeah, like
It's outside.
Those are huge mosquitoes.
So I'm interested in why we suspect this pond. And are we suspecting
that we've talked to have all said she's in the four ponds.
It's called the four ponds because they built up the highway and they dug these out to use it to build up the highway, and then they filled them in, or the rain eventually filled them in. I don't know how many years ago they did it, but there's four ponds, and I'm sure when it floods, some of them may run together.
Well, the Black River gets up when it
four
floods.
ponds, you just call them the four ponds.
They just call it because there's four of them, and they're just kind of like. But when we sent you I think the Google map. Did we get that to you? I think didn't you get those?
I did.
The aerial,
the aerial
satellite views of
them. Anyway, yeah, it's just like 4 ponds. But this one, we decided definitely we wanted to do. And when we talked on the phone yesterday, the biggest one first, I guess. I mean, out of all four of them, you know, they're dumping a body in barrels. We believe actually we've been told there's Michael Morris who, just like Brooke, murdered, went missing, never found for. And we heard a bunch lately that he's with Brooke Allensworth. They're on this. So now they were, we say murdered. We know they were murdered. Probably, I don't know, 6 months apart. Don't quote me on that, but we were told they were both put in barrels. I assume they probably had cement in the bottom of them too, you know.
Yeah.
But they put them in barrels and both put them in, that they were in the same place, and they were deep, like 12 feet deep. Well, so we figured that the biggest pond, the deepest pond's the one to start with first, because if you're trying to, you know, you're gonna pick that one, then we'll just kind of go from the biggest to the littlest. And
now tell me about the confidential informant. Like, where did this person come out of?
we have many. Once we got Brooke's name out there, again, we have been podcasting, you know, mentioning her that we'll get to you one day. We're gonna get y'all, Jackson County, and we're finally here. It's just it's the God. I swear, it's such a good feeling. People come out of the woodwork. They talk to the JoJos. They don't talk. People have never talked ever. Terrified. They're not terrified anymore because we led the way of coming out of the shadows, and people are. Our phones blow. We cannot keep up, and we get. In fact, we just got a new one who was. You didn't even know about this. I got this in the middle of the night. A lady who was in jail with one of Hillary's Rose law firm people, Hillary Clinton, and she's got a bunch of stuff. And she even said something about Clinton had a lot of ties to Newport, and she had no idea that, and that's Jackson County. That's where we are practically. Newport's like 15 miles away.
Well, you know that this area is where Sam Walton, founder of Walmart's
That's
from,
right, it is. And Walmart is, that's a whole nother story. Talk about deep state. Anyways. But yeah, Clinton. Well, that one makes sense. Clinton and Walton.
But you're thinking that this pond, because it's the biggest, the deepest.
Well, you know, like, you know, they don't.
Yeah, they're gonna.
You think that if I'm not mistaken, and don't quote me on this, I believe Independence County has a dive team. And I know you guys dive, so yeah. I mean, I'm sure you're not afraid to do anything. But if they're not gonna, if they know they're on the hook for something they're connected to something.
Yeah.
And they're not going to want to come out here and
well, they're not going to
dive
know
this big
law
huge
enforcement
pond
tells
and
them
then
to.
find out.
Now, with a barrel and cement in there, you know, are we dealing with the boat that was involved? And if so, where would the boat have put in? Or are we just dealing with, you know, more of a shore excursion?
That would be a question for Tracy. I would imagine they probably had, that's a good question, you know, now that you think, I hadn't thought of that, but probably more than likely I would think a boat.
See, I'm not
because
sure
they're going to want to put them out in the middle where it's the deepest. Because I think she said that's where the deepest part is.
Well, unless you're just dealing with a vehicle, you know, and you're dumping a barrel that
well, we know the vehicle.
Roll it to the edge and then
Brooke's vehicle was found.
Well, I mean, if somebody's dumping barrels is what I'm referencing.
Like,
oh, it scared me.
Okay.
Well, yeah. If y'all want to go and walk through.
Yeah.
Okay. But no, we just have people come out of the woodwork talking, want to tell us everything. Then we got a lot of people that come out of the woodwork wanting to give us this information because they're connected somehow, some way, or they know things because they've been doing illegal things, or they don't want us to find her type thing.
Yeah, we are
sniff them
certain
out
that law
quick.
enforcement is involved.
Oh,
And that's why I said if Independence County has a dive team and that would offer their services to another county that might not have one, and that law enforcement's involved, I'd stick them in the biggest pond, because you're going to deflect and detour people, and you're not going to get into a big old pond and look until you absolutely are forced to. If that makes sense.
Yeah, because I mean, if it's like a big barrel with cement, it's kind of hard to heave ho.
Yeah.
I mean, and a lot of times, you know, the ponds don't drop straight down. There's a little bit of a.
And I'm not
but
sure
we've heard
where
from probably 40 people in the last 10 days. 4 ponds. 4 ponds.
And these are people, like, people tend to think, oh, you don't listen to somebody who's, you know, in the drug world because they're not reliable. Well, they're the most truth-telling people out there.
Yeah.
Oh, I've learned that.
They are.
Yeah.
So I would just as soon as listen to somebody from the streets than somebody in law enforcement that's trying to push you in a different direction. Okay, and I'm gonna ask you something. Okay, does the FBI ever get involved in any of your stuff, or is it just strictly? Because I don't know if it was Kelly or if it was Tracy that said that they tried to get a hold of the FBI, and they didn't even act like they were interested. In fact, they said they didn't do missing person cases, which I know is crap. Now, they may not only do missing persons cases that cross state lines and have national implications or something like that, but I mean, they said we don't do missing persons cases, and then you were an instant messenger with the father of one of Brooke's friends who said the FBI has been investigating this. So what is it? Do you guys investigate missing persons, or do you not?
We just recently had Andrew DeWeese go missing over by Perry County. Family member reached out. Our phones were hacked. I mean, they know. The grandma, we didn't forget her, but we got it was when we were trying to schedule all this and everything was happening so fast, and we just straight up just forgot about calling her. And so the next day, or the person that reached out said she waited all day, and we said, oh my God, and we rescheduled. I said 2 o'clock, we'll do it.
Sounds like someone's here.
Yeah,
probably.
And the woman said the FBI was involved and hung up on us. So they don't get involved in that kind of thing. But anyway, they had not been helping at all.
Yeah, let's meet Kelly. We need to get the boat going. We need to get things going. I like the wind's picking up.
We're going right here.
Good morning.
Hi.
How are you? I'm Jared.
Hi, Kelly.
Kelly, pleasure to meet you. And I got a...
Yes. Oh, so good to see you, meet you in person, and hug you. Oh, bless your heart. Now look, here's what you got to remember. Today's a win regardless, because if we don't find her, we can cross this off the list and go to the next. We will find her. And with these guys, we'll find her. Okay?
Yeah.
Oh God, I love you so much. Oh gosh. And these guys, you're in good hands.
Yay.
Amy Jo.
Amy Jo!
You do. I'm sick and tired of people telling us that, oh, you're just a half sister. You don't matter. You matter.
Oh, fuck them. I'm sorry.
Nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you.
Oh, hugs, yeah.
Sorry, Mom.
I'm Sam.
Little boss, you know, my head.
Bless
You matter
her heart.
big. You're the one who's doing all this.
That's right.
You guys help me.
Well, but
couldn't
I
have
mean,
done
but
that
you're
without you
stronger than all this put together to there's just forces, and I'm telling you, in Arkansas, they'll break families up, and they just destroy people. It's what they do here. It's a
Awful.
we always say the swamp began here. Arkansas is the deepest state of all. It was conceived and born here, and went no further than the Clintons, you know. So.
Everyone here is either too stuck to leave, or they have family here.
Yeah.
Nobody's here willingly. Everybody hates this place.
Yeah,
Everybody's like, I have a friend now, Wes. He says, my son's got 3 years left in school, and when he's out and he's a graduate, I'm out of here. He's Perry County. He's the...
Now, I don't want to down. I'm born and raised, and I love the state of Arkansas. Love it.
Beautiful
Wouldn't trade
here.
for the world. The
It is
people
beautiful.
are what make the state so great. It's the public, and we're not. People try to say we back the blue, but only the good ones, you know. And good cops, there's nothing worse that they hate other than a bad cop, okay? And we're the same way. And we're talking judges, we're not just talking law enforcement, we're talking even, you know, wrecker services that are in on all this stuff. I mean, it's insane stuff. But anyway, so we back law enforcement when they're good and they're doing the right thing. When they're not and they're dirty, no, hell no. Yeah, it's they've got everybody in the right places. So
Yeah.
not for long. I mean, we're
Well, like I said, I mean, this is, you know, social media really is a movement.
oh,
for,
it is.
You know, to bring
It
justice
is. It is. It's funny because they've used it to try to get people distracted so they don't pay attention to what's really going on and just get. And it's coming back to bite them in the butt because now it's brought good people together and it's you couldn't have done it without it, you know. So we're just like, I'm just so excited. I did not sleep a wink. I just
Probably get the boat set up.
Well, Kelly,
Yeah.
we're going to get the boat set up.
Okay,
Do you have
cool.
any immediate questions for us before we get started?
I just pray that you guys are okay. Stay safe.
All right. If anybody's coming, make sure you put that in the
Gotcha.
and take care of us, all right?
I will.
I got my 9mm.
yeah, she's always packing. Y'all don't want me carrying a gun.
Me neither.
I'd be shooting blindly.
Really? You're a country girl.
I've never hunted or nothing. She's blowing mine.
What?
Pistol and the dab pen combo in her hand.
Alright, I'm gonna put on my anti-mosquito pants.
Help me slide this out.
We still don't have any storyline on this one.
I gave you an intro. Storyline is we're trying to find Brooke.
Okay.
How hard can it be to edit that?
Just cut out the last 30 minutes.
Oh man. Oh man.
What is going on? There's shit.
The balloon, it's a timed event. Oh, it's so neat.
I don't know if I've ever heard of that. Where do they do it?
I pulled back and I shook.
I don't really want to be close to them. They're kind of pointing at each other.
I know it's nice standing there.
That might be a sign. That might be a sign. I love birds.
So in total, how many pounds are you picking up and putting in?
Like right now, maybe
I'm gonna put this
75
on.
pounds right now.
So we're out here at the Four Ponds in Jackson County, where we hope that Brooke Allensworth, that we will find her today, and possibly even, we've heard Michael Morris will be out here. Best case scenario, we find him. Worst case scenario, it's still a win because we can cross the Four Ponds off our list and move on to other places that we think it could be. And I'm going to turn the camera around. We've got
Okay, so out there.
Adventures with Purpose. And we, in less than 2 weeks or right at 2 weeks, have come to figure out that we definitely believe there is probably the most likely possibility this is where she is.
Well guys, there you have it. We're getting ready to throw the motor on. We're gonna go do a quick sonar search. With any luck, we'll find the barrels. We'll have some answers. I hear there's 4 other ponds. We're starting with this one. This is the biggest one. out of all the 4. So see what happens.
Again, this is Adventures with a Purpose, and we are looking for Brooke Allensworth and possibly Michael Morris, because that's what we've heard. It's a murder we haven't worked on, but well, behind the scenes a little bit, and we've heard that he might be with her out here in one of these ponds. We're searching this one first, and then there's 3 more, and then if we don't find her in the ponds, then we'll come back to
You rolling, Tyler?
And nobody can shot for going on my property.
Yeah.
So, is this the one above? No, the one above.
Okay, I'm gonna.
Yeah, ready to drop. I already got a barrel.
Cool.
You weren't even faced. Couldn't even trick you.
I was like, cool. She asked me why I'm wearing my rain suit, no rain.
Oh, windbreaker.
No, mosquitoes. Mosquitoes are huge.
All right, well, let's hit the perimeter first.
Yep.
And then we'll start in the middle.
Sounds good.
And we're only 5 feet deep there, around the perimeter. And so right now I have it set to 27 feet wide that we're casting. If you've never, well, Sam's seen this, but if you've never seen the sonar before, I know what we're looking at. The upper one is down imaging. You can tell that we're 4.5 feet deep right now. We're pointing straight down. And so,
Hit something.
hit something. As I was explaining, we're casting straight down right now, so you can see that anything that's black, that's water columns. We're at 4.5, 5 feet right here. So 5 feet, 5 feet. The side imaging, casting down, that's 6, 12, 18, and 27 feet to the right, and same thing to the left. So if we see anything, it's going to show up on here. Let me go back and hit those spots real quick. We got a sunk boat over here too. So they do put boats in here.
Yep, see that.
We'll come back to that in a minute. Oh yeah, so as I was saying, if it's a barrel, so you can figure, 6 to 12 is 6 feet. So a barrel is, 3.5, 4 feet long. So it'll fill up, like half to 3/4 of one of those grids. So it won't be hard to spot. What kind of boat is that?
That's a
like a broken boat. They cut out like the back of it.
No idea.
You just can see it on sonar right there. All right, what's that one? That's concrete or something.
Yeah, it has like some kind of metal thing on it. I don't know what that is. So I overheard the lady, she was saying that this actually goes dry once every couple of years.
Oh, really? Well, it's been 2 years. I don't know if it's gone dry in the last 2 years.
Yeah. How deep are we showing? 5 feet?
4.5.
4.5. It's definitely deep enough to hide the barrel.
Yeah. So I'm confused at this point. Is this like considered pond 2 and 3? Like, are we at 3 ponds right now?
I don't know. We had to go over that little area right there.
Yeah.
See how somebody would imagine that to be a separate body of water.
Or is this an entire body of water?
No idea. We'll find out. Gotta ask the JoJo's.
Yeah, so far they're really clean on the bottom of these. I don't see anything that sticks out. That's where we high centered last time.
Yep.
Like, it's really shallow here.
I need my long.
That's right, I got a trick though. Oh, my trick's not working. Oh, I can't get it up. Uh-oh. That didn't work.
High center. There you go.
Oh. Okay, we made it. Thanks, Sam. Yeah. You nudging did a lot of work.
Arkansas.
Ark.
We are searching the swamps of Arkansas to see if they hold the key to missing persons. Yeah, if you do find it, we do find a barrel of bones and multiple people in it. Bananas. That's crazy.
Is this considered 1 pond or 3 ponds here?
I asked her when we got here and she said this was, I think, 1.
Okay, just the way that's divided over there, we couldn't tell, like, you know, some people would call this 3 ponds, some people would call this 1 pond, so.
Yeah, it's supposed to be, this one's supposed to be the biggest one out.
Okay, well, we've got the perimeter completely cleared. We're now, and we have those 2 inlets completely cleared. So now we're gonna make our way, you know, and circle into the middle and finish clearing this one.
Awesome, thank you.
Yep. Just sticks, logs. That's a rock. That's a log. Nothing to say a 3 to 4 foot barrel. 2 feet in diameter. Right, now here's a dumping ground of something here. So right there's something that is not a log. Alright, hold up. What's that? See it sticking up also? Right there? But you have a whole bunch of stuff that's here, so I mean it's almost like it's part of tree stuff and everything.
Here, can you go back to the other one?
Yeah, hold on, let me scan some of this here.
I mean, are you seeing a 45-degree angle to the top of the barrel?
Right here. So it almost looks like it has something over the top of it, but look, like that's a barrel right there.
Yeah, look at the shape.
Alright, let's go back over the top of that. Let me see if I can mark it with a waypoint. Waypoint. Waypoint created. We'll make it red. We'll make it red.
How deep was it?
Only like 5 feet deep. It's not very deep, but see, we got something over here too. Right next to it. top of it. Let's go back here. It was just off to my right, so it's going to be just off to the left of our mark up here. What'd that look like to you?
Yeah, it has that shape. It has that 45-degree angle for like the top of the barrel. It's definitely definitely worth hitting at a few different angles.
Alright, so let's park right over the top of it and turn the 360 on. Too much in this wind. We need like a anchor to anchor us on it.
Magnet?
No, because the magnet is gonna. Because I'm not sure. Because we're drifting too much.
Let's see.
With the winds, we really need a. Well, I mean, you can cast that way. I'll tell you which way to cast. Cast like this direction. Right to your left right now.
Right there.
Are you on a magnet? Or a metal?
Something. It's a tree or just came off.
Came off, so it was a tree?
Yep,
alright.
tree limb.
Straight to my left and down right now. Tree again or metal?
Can't tell if that's a tree or the metal. I'll have to get it from a different angle.
Yeah, that's a tree on that one. Yeah, that one's a tree. We're like right in the middle of the debris field. So everything behind us is sticks and logs. I go kind of right off, right here.
Out there?
Yeah. Some more logs.
Logs.
Alright, just keep it down there. Let's just drag it across the area a couple times. Metal or tree?
I don't know if it's a tree or a metal. See, we got some kind of vehicle just pulled up.
Like the police showed up?
Like a black. Some black something
Yeah.
or other. Black SUV.
Like Clinton killing machine?
Yep. Killing machine.
You got metal that time?
That's strong. Whatever that is. Nope. It's moving. There we go. It's stuck.
Wood or metal? Alright, actually just hold us there. Oh, see if you can hold us back on the spot. Tree?
Yeah.
Okay, so, alright, so don't move. Keep us here. Because what I'm looking at here, this is what I'm interested in right here. Sure, take a look at it. Don't take your magnet off.
No, magnet's still there. If that is an official, I don't know that we want them as your spokesman.
Huh?
If that is an official, I don't know if we want those people as our spokespeople.
Oh, here, don't let us turn. Just try to keep it straight. No, tighten it up.
No, it is tight. We're dragging.
Huh?
We're dragging.
Oh, we're dragging now?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. We don't want to drag. Let's get back over it.
Tyler!
Should we go talk to him up there?
Yeah, let's go see. Did somebody pull up? What? Somebody they know?
Alright, so we're good? Like they're all hanging in the trees for some reason.
All hanging out in the trees?
Yeah. Alright, let me go back to side scan for a few minutes. I have that point marked, so we can always come back to it. I want to do some different scanning over the top of it.
He said the Clinton killing machine. That's great.
back that up. See that? Look at that one.
Okay.
Oh, actually, that might be a catfish. A big catfish.
Oh man.
It's right there. Let's go back over it.
Yeah, it's like a tail.
Yeah, that looks like a tail to me.
Yeah, it's tapered.
Yeah.
Barrels aren't tapered. We're looking for a strong 45 degree.
I think it looks... Well, let's go over it. Just make sure. See if it moves.
Got those. They do have those. They do have those huge catfish in here.
Yeah. It's the first one I've seen. Right size though.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean it's definitely tapered.
Yeah, the barrel.
But listen though, tapered, wrapped up in a in something, 100% could be not in a barrel. Tapered in a tarp.
Yeah, but we're looking for barrels, aren't we? Or for everything, anything.
Anything that's can solve the crime. Come on now.
Come on now.
It's not moving. It should be tracking.
Well, if it is a catfish and I drop the magnet on it, it's definitely going to move.
Yeah. All right, so it's still there. That's up. Like I don't know why it's coming up. Coming up like a 1.5 foot though. See it there?
Yeah, it's weird.
Let's check that out. 360 on it. No, that's a barrel. Tell me that's not a barrel. Alright, it's now moved, so it's over here now. Let me take us back over our mark. Zoom it. Zoom us in. Could just be a log.
It's loggish.
It does look loggish. It doesn't look
No.
barrelish.
No.
I'll throw a magnet on it. Just verify.
Alright, which side were we at?
Hold on.
Still.
Hold position here. We're drifting. Right, it's right off the left. It's right where our waypoint is at. Yeah, I mean, it's not a barrel.
Up here?
Yeah, hold on, let me back up some more. Just go ahead and drop it, I'll just back you right over it. No, it's definitely a log, not barrel. Right over it. Tell me when you snag.
Here we go.
Are you on it?
Nope, it just slipped off. It came off.
Alright. right, so definitely a log.
No, it's definitely just a log.
All right.
Definitely something there. Definitely coming off.
And we're almost done. Maybe another 15 minutes. Just a little update. So over there,
He's got a real weird look on his face.
no, this is. He does. Over there is what they believe to be freshly dug, like recently dug dirt, in a sense of like more like dug up. And they have me over there digging with a shovel, and they have now found what they believe to be an acrylic fingernail. No way. Are you serious?
Are you serious with this?
Yes, I'm serious. That's what's happening.
All right, let's go.
I promise you that's what's happening, but I do question whether that's what it is, but that's what they believe it to be, and it very well could be, but... Are you using our shovel? Yes. You found our shovel? Okay. Well, no, they found your shovel.
They found our shovel? How did they find our shovel?
Well, the trailer's open. So, over there, and...
let's go see.
I've been over there digging on it per their request, and because I was humoring them. They're not gonna believe me. They're gonna be like, Jared, is this real? I don't know if it is a fingernail, but it could be. Go ahead. I wanted to touch it, you know, because you could really tell if it was a fingernail. But I just touched it. But they are. Sorry. Yeah. Are you sure one of theirs didn't fall off? Yeah, I mean, they would. Is this really happening right now?
Yeah, it's just happening. This is how it happens.
I have to. I've already put in like twice.
So, Tracy is just walking over here, and
hold on a second.
it's a raised bed, big time you'll see, and there's a hose that's like buried, and it's like a hose just like in there, like as if like, and she pulled, and there's beer cans everywhere, water bottles. We think we just found a fingernail. There's dry rotted tarp everywhere. We think maybe, I mean, everything's pointing to.
She got her nails done the day. She got her nails done, and she got that like transformation color.
Come here and look. This is the weirdest shit. I mean, there's nothing.
Look, listen. I was walking down here, just looking at y'all, and then for like the weirdest reason,
there's glass bottles, and we were told that she was
stuffed with glass bottles,
things inserted in her, or glass bottles inserted in her. Yeah. Before when she was murdered, during the murder, and we found broken up glass bottles buried after digging and digging.
Possibly an acrylic fingernail.
So, I mean, you see how far we've dug, and we've.
You know, nobody's gonna believe this story right now, right?
No, well, actually, I don't know. The people in Arkansas probably will, because they know how crazy. They know how crazy, but I mean,
I can agree that that's a raised bed for sure.
Big time. Come here. Come here.
Well, tell me about the leaves, though. You know, I mean, we're dealing with 2 years. Hi, how are you?
I'm good. How are you?
I'm Jerry.
Hey, how's it going?
Amber.
Amber, pleasure to meet you.
Nice to meet you, Amber.
Okay, hit that.
No, it was. I mean, you compare this. So first off, just compare the topsoil. There's no comparison. I mean, this was jagged, and there's water bottles. There's like beer cans everywhere. Like they were here a while.
Right.
Like, and who digs up that far down? And just to put up, and that was like this,
it was like a loop. It was like a loop sticking up out of the ground, almost like it was X marks the spot or something.
Right.
It was just sticking out.
Yeah, because she saw it and pulled it out.
Well, how come we're not still digging? I mean,
well, because we just found the fingernail and we wanted to tell y'all.
Well, he's like,
well, we think
I might know you to go give it.
Where's the fingernail? Or what you think is the fingernail?
Hold on just a second. Oh, this is what it looked like when we got here. See that?
The hose?
Yeah. Look at the ground. This is what the hose looked like before we touched it.
Trying not to drop it.
Can I hold it?
I don't know. I don't know, because if there's skin attached to it, Just be careful.
Not only
I'm
did
gonna go get more shovels.
That's what it looked like when we look how deep, and you cannot, and she put all her weight trying to pull, you cannot.
has your wife ever gotten acrylic nails before?
Yeah, my wife and my daughter get
That's what it
nails
looked
before.
like before they started. As if like, that's like bit where the neck would like, like, it's crazy. We finally got
It's
that.
like a piece of glass to me.
Yeah.
I was kind of thinking it was something.
Because you have, yeah, I have
seen.
seen acrylic nails.
Yeah.
In my opinion, this is a piece of glass.
Yeah, I would lean towards glass on that one.
Because you have the round shape and then another shape. Usually it's only kind of rounded in one way. This is actually rounded in two different ways. It's rounded here and then rounded the other way.
We found some dry rotted tarp everywhere, like starting to come up, and you pull and it just breaks off, and it's tarp.
Here?
Yeah, all over. Where, you got some of the tarp?
No.
Oh Lord. Well,
There's a piece. Right there. Was that glass?
no, the tarp.
That's plastic.
Like,
But we're getting a bunch.
we were getting a bunch of tarp over here, different, and we all know it was not like even your. Let's see. What did we do?
Well, I have a pry bar as well, breaker bar to break up the ground, as well as a shovel.
Oh good.
You got a metal detector?
I do have a metal detector.
See, another piece of glass.
But then it's gonna wait.
Like why? Why? What is the? There's no rhyme or there's no reason for any of this to be here unless it's a body. There's
What do y'all think? Are y'all
What's going through
I know
y'all's
you're
head?
the water guys, but
Right.
Well, I mean, I can clearly see that you do have a mound here. A mound that is does not appear to be normal, because if you look at this trail that comes down,
and it raises
and then you
up.
suddenly have,
yeah,
it comes back
over
down.
here. Look
and
over
it comes
here.
back down.
In fact, the beavers or whatever have like really dug holes, and
Like if something that could smell a cadaver.
it's like
or
the ground's
something.
kind of given, you know. I mean, it's very raised, and the glass bottle very deep.
What is this? What is this thing?
It would show
That
them
was
the
in the
picture.
picture.
Did you see the picture I showed you
It
where
was
it's like this?
like
Yeah, I saw
it was
the
like a
picture,
loop.
but what is it
kind of-
actually?
I don't know.
It's some kind of weird hose.
To me, it looks like a
And
Seal.
hose, but
Yeah.
it looks like a sealed
Like
window.
a sealed in window.
Yeah, it's the window seal for like a vehicle or something.
Oh.
That's what?
But there's something right here.
Just everything leads to a vehicle. I mean,
Yeah.
What is this?
There's no way someone
No.
knows.
We know that.
There's
no way someone
It's whatever it's part of. This
no
is
fucking
this
way.
is a normal.
Do you think that it might have been underwater
her
one time?
tire kept going. That's
And maybe
not
a car? I don't know.
Sam, you didn't dig. You want me to dig for a while?
I don't know what's.
Are we gonna dig?
Yeah, we gotta dig.
Fuck yeah, we're digging.
You said is there another shovel? All right, let's
We
I
go to
have
my
a
house
pry
and get more.
I'll
all right,
go with
guess we're
her.
digging then. Let's,
What I'd like to
not
do
going
is
alone.
dig around
I
here first to try to get this thing to see if we can pry something
yeah,
up.
all right, we'll dig.
And then
What
just
is
as we
this?
dig, just take a look, I guess, and make sure there's nothing.
Do you know what that
A
is?
cigarette butt.
At least that's part of the.
To me, it looks, I don't know.
Is it part of whatever this is?
Yeah, I have no idea. No, because this is a window seal. This is metal.
Yeah, she said we got a
Yeah.
breaker bar or something.
Yeah, I got one.
All right, so let me take a little turn on that. All right, get a breaker bar.
Yeah,
We'll go get a good bar. Start breaking up.
Okay.
Oh, yeah, bit of a stretch. I don't think it's uncommon for people to bury trash. I've known of people to bury trash. Poor Kyler. Kyler totally got sucked into that. We're gonna have to talk to him later.
It's supposed to be his day's rest too.
Yeah.
Oh, I saw that one. I don't believe that's how he ended up there. No, I mean, I'm not. I'm looking at it and he goes, like, now where's this thing?
Well, Dad. Yeah. Let's dig a hole.
Well, but here's one of the things too. I mean, you guys are doing good. But from what I'm seeing right now, Kyler,
Yes, sir.
That's solid virgin ground.
Yeah, that's what I
Solid
was.
virgin ground?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it's hard to.
It's really hard. Like, even if it had been like freshly laid there in the next 2 years, like it's really hard.
And I
don't know what type of floods and everything you've had here though.
It floods a lot here.
In my experience, with like construction and stuff like that, it could be this hard, like in that period of time, but it's unlikely.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I know that when it, I mean,
But it really could be.
Jacksonport floods a lot.
Yeah, go down a couple feet and see.
Go down what?
Just a couple feet.
Well, you know what would explain that them leaving, I don't think they purposely left, I was thinking about that, I don't think they purposely left the hose where it was exposed, flooding.
Right. May have.
This is a window liner.
Yeah.
It's a window line. Yeah, it's a window liner to a car.
Yeah.
Or, okay, well, but I think maybe flooding, I think it was built up higher, is what I think, and the flooding and then exposed it.
Right.
Is what, I mean.
Yeah.
There's, I mean, nobody would be that stupid.
No.
Had to have done that.
But do you think if the car was, do you think at one point it was, the water was up and that's what I'm saying. And the car was
Who owns this property here?
Driven into the
I mean, we're really close to this field. I've heard of farmers and other country folk digging holes and just to get rid of it.
That's what he's, in Arkansas, they burn it.
Yeah, because I mean, me and him, we've known people who've dug great big holes with their excavators
And put cars down there.
cars in it.
Right.
You think that might be what this is?
I think that's what this is. I mean, that's a car piece. This is some kind of metal.
And we've got glass, so that might be the window glass.
I mean, this here points to somebody trying to, dump something and then covering it up.
Yeah.
I don't really feel like this is.
Yeah, I mean, I've been a contractor. I built, 100 plus homes, and
Yeah, I mean,
that ground is definitely
Yeah.
has not been disturbed in the last 2 years, in my opinion.
I would tend to agree with Jared on that.
Yeah.
But I kind of like watching Kyler dig too, so I'm gonna let him go another 2 hours.
The last major flood we had was 2017.
Yeah.
But we did have, the Black River has been up quite a bit earlier this year.
Yeah, in Jacksonport, they always get flooded.
I mean, I remember going over the Jackson County, Independence County line, the Black River there, where, I mean, you couldn't, I think they stopped trying to build that boat launch back up, and it stayed flooded over the line.
Whatever this is,
Where the Black River was.
the ground is really hard.
So not 2.5 years long, it's like longer than that.
Oh yeah, that's
okay.
That's.
I do know, yeah, you're right. In the country, if people have big holes and bury their plants, yeah, you're right. That may be what, that does seem like a logical.
Yeah, I mean, I've known people, in fact, I knew somebody that actually dug a big hole and buried a whole RV.
Really?
Grub worm or whatever.
Yeah.
So I'm not feeling confident. I think we're just digging up somebody's trash dump.
Okay. Yeah, I agree with you.
Just weird though that it's so very.
Yeah, I mean, of course we're looking for a body, so
Yeah, I mean, sometimes when you're looking for something, I mean, your mind, I mean, you want to find it, so your mind starts imagining things.
Yes.
So I mean, that's what we've noticed, in doing this for a while. You just kind of, you want to find it, so you start looking. You start overthinking things. But yeah, I mean, looking at this, ground is hard. I mean, that's a piece of a car, another piece of metal. I'm thinking somebody dumped it.
I mean, it makes sense she's in a barrel in the pond. I mean, to be, that is risky to put one in the ground like that, I mean, but now that y'all say that, it's a good, but otherwise we're like, what, why, yeah, I think they're right. I think they're.
All right, well, let's move on to the next pond. We'll floor our boat out. And
poor Tracy went back and got shovels.
Our belly boats did. I know.
all right, so it looks like pond 1 done. Mound in the ground done. Heading down to pond number 2. So here we go.
Sounds good. Let's roll.
Oh, it looks like we're turning around now. I thought we were going down there. You want to roll down your window and see what we got going on?
What's her name again? Joe?
Oh, we got Tracy and we have Kelly.
Who's this one?
Kelly.
The problem is to get to the other one, y'all are gonna get stuck. Is there any way like your stuff can go in the back of her truck?
Yeah, like how stuck are we getting?
Like stuck.
Like stuck.
Okay.
It's not, like I can barely get
She's
my
got
truck
4-wheel
done.
drive and we were doing this.
Okay,
yeah.
so how far from where you're getting stuck? Is this like the only turnaround spot then? Or is there another turnaround spot down there?
Well, here's the deal. The pond sits right here, okay? All around it it's all a path. So if we can walk, it'll be fine. And the other paths are on the other side. The only other way is...
Would it be easier access to go across the other side of them? Maybe? Is there easier like to get to?
Well, Dan's got the drone in the air. Let's see where the pond is actually at. And the one that we're trying to go to right now is the second largest? Okay.
Yeah, and they're all right, like, you know.
Side by side? Okay.
Where you don't even want, you know, to get to one to the other, you don't have to.
Well, that thing's shallow. There's nothing.
What about going out?
Alright, so it's not the one at the end of the road where the 90 is at. It's not the one at the end of the road where this 90 is at right now. There's a pond down there.
90-degree angle.
A 90-degree turn. That's not it.
There is a pond, yeah.
Yeah, but that one's too shallow. We're looking at that one now. You can see the bottom of that one.
Yeah, we're using a drone right now to fly over it. We can actually see that if it's deep enough.
Okay.
And we see that one's
really
actually pretty shallow. So he's cruising it right now with the drone to check it, and then we'll
Yeah, it's
judge.
just part of a field that's turned to marsh.
Yeah, that one's just a field.
Yeah.
Alright, y'all.
Are you on?
Alright, so we're gonna go around to the other side of it then?
Tell them what you guys just did and what we're doing.
Yeah, so what we're doing right now is we're flying a drone. We have a drone in the air and we're actually checking some of the ponds to see if they're even deep enough. If we can see bottom, then we know that that one's not deep enough. So that's where we're at right now, and we just ruled out the second pond as being too shallow.
No, well, I don't, that was just part of the field.
Yeah.
There's one right.
What's that?
The one at the end of the road. So the one at the end of the road
There's one
here.
right here we can knock out quick. I think it's the littlest one.
Okay, well yeah, that one looked shallow as well.
Oh, it's too shallow, okay.
Yeah,
so
because you can see all the grass growing up in it.
Yeah, so right now he's still checking with the drone right now.
Oh, okay, okay. So we do have a lake. Like if it just turns out that the other ponds are X'd out, then we have a second body of water, Bergen Lake. It's about how far from here?
Well, with your confidential informant though, they put us on the 4 ponds.
Yeah, but it's one of those things where we want to rule out, you know, process one.
The lake's public property. Nobody owns it.
Okay.
Yeah, but it was about 40 people that said 4 ponds, and probably half of that saying Bergen Lake. So it's like you don't want to. It's like trying to, and then I mean, you know, it's just there's a purposeful misinformation campaign about where a body is always, and you know, there's other places like. There's a first place, second, like we've got like 4 or 5 in a row, but where to check first.
Right.
And this will be it. And I don't, how far is Bergen Lake?
Okay, I'm going to take a look at the Google map as well. And so nobody's ever mentioned the river either then, right? So it's always been the ponds or the lake.
Yeah, I mean the car was found by the river, but the thing is, that river is so like, it's so swift, and I just, you know.
Yeah, if she was in there, you're never gonna find her now. 2 years later.
Exactly. Yeah. I mean, she's way down. I mean, yeah. I mean, but see, and I don't think they would do it in a river because you end up at some point you're gonna have shallow gravel bars, and boom, that sucker,
I've never heard anyone say anything.
Yeah, no one's ever seen it. And I mean, you get that, if she's in a barrel like we believe with cement, I mean, she'll hit that barrel, hit that gravel, and she'll be, you know, so I kind of, yeah, I've never.
So I'm looking at this, you know, and you're talking about 4 ponds here. I mean, this is, oh, okay, I see where you're talking about the other ponds at. Yeah, so it looks like we can go up the road to get to them. Yeah, with that one, it looks like we go up Jackson 273.
If you know how to get there better, where and you want to take them, lead the way.
Oh, I know where to go. So we're gonna go underneath the bridge.
Yep, you can do that with your walk.
That'd be better.
Yeah, you have that road that goes underneath the bridge over here by your house.
Y'all can follow me. I'll get you there.
Okay. Yeah, I saw it last night, and then that'll take us right next to the 3 ponds that are over there.
Oh, there's 3 over there.
Yeah.
Oh, the 2 of them though were too shallow to drown.
Oh, okay.
Is that what y'all were saying?
No, the one that was actually too shallow was actually part of the field down here. That's what we were looking at there.
Oh, okay. So there's 3 over there that you haven't even
Yep.
drowned or anything.
So, well, one's called Gamble Lake. Is that the lake you're talking about?
No, but let's. That would be. I mean, if it's let's go.
And then you have.
It's near the 4 ponds, you know.
Okay. Yeah, let's head over there.
We believe she's in a body of water, almost 100% in this area, in this 4 ponds area, or in a body of water area.
Yeah, because that's kind of out of the way, but you also have a Jackson 273 next to it. So, all right. Yeah, let's head over there.
Okay, we'll follow y'all.
All right, sounds good.
Sounds good.
Y'all following me?
Yeah, get us over there to the bridge,
Yeah.
and then let me take the lead from the bridge before we go under the bridge.
They're gonna follow us to the bridge.
You know what I'm talking about?
What?
Do you know where I'm talking about? So, get me back to the state park, and then I'll take it from there. Down Dillard. I want to go down Dillard and then make a left and then a right. In town.
I mean, I can get you there faster than that.
Well, that's the...
You don't have to go to the state park to get over the bridge.
Oh, I see where... Okay, so right before we go over the bridge, there's a left right there to go down. Okay, I'll follow you on that one.
Okay. Bye.
Park?
Yeah, we should probably be in park before we
I don't think you're in 4-wheel drive.
I am.
Was the front one turning? Yeah, only your back's turning. Oh, she's stuck again. Yeah.
Is this where you were thinking?
Yeah, you're not in 4-wheel drive.
So really, you
It says it is.
You have to put your lockers in.
How do I do that?
Hold on, you have to turn them out here. Hold on. There, now it'll crawl right out for you.
I want to get out the way.
Is it in 4-wheel drive?
It is now. Yeah, see? There you go.
just a little mudded.
Yeah.
Do we follow them now?
Well, probably don't follow them where they go.
Yeah.
Well, you
I
should
mean,
be
I'm
alright.
not gonna go that way.
You got all-wheel drive, right? You're good to go.
Yeah.
Yeah, we're taking a look at it here.
It's out in Arkansas doing a little mud.
Is this the river or the lake? Oh yeah, this is the river. This is not the lake. Oh, that stinks too. Alright, we're not at the right place. Yeah, this is the river, not the ponds. Yeah, we have to go up further. Hey Dan, that's the river, not the ponds. We're going up further. Did you cut yourself?
What?
Cut yourself or you're at?
A little bit.
On the drone?
Oh!
That's probably fine.
Is that from the drone?
Yeah, it bit me.
Yeah, try not to do that. No, there's 3 ponds up here on the left. Farther. Let me grab my phone, hold on.
Where are they? Are they on the over the levee?
No, they're up here.
I
So where you're at right now is you're at the Black River.
Right.
Gotta go up further. See, there's the 1 pond, there's the 2nd pond, there's the 3rd pond.
Gamble Lake.
Yeah.
Is there? Okay. Go back to where we were.
Okay, here, hold this. So where we were. No, don't move that. So where we were. You keep moving the camera. The camera moves in the shot there. Keep that, like hold that phone's in it. Alright.
Yeah. I mean, no, I know it was
Okay, so we were. Where were we? We were right here. So there's. So to me that looks like 4 ponds.
Right.
1, 2, 3, 4.
Isn't that where we were?
Yeah, that's where we just were. This is what you call them 4 ponds, right?
Back in November.
So when I asked, I'm like, hey, is this 1 whole pond or is this 3 ponds? Everybody said, oh, I think it's just 1 pond. So that's clearly 3 ponds.
Right.
And then there's your 4th pond. That's too shallow because it's all overgrown with the plants coming out of it.
Right.
All right, so we've covered the 4 ponds then.
Okay.
Is that right?
I would think.
Okay. So now you either have the river or you have these 4 bodies or 3 bodies of water right here. So you have the Gamble Lake.
I think if we're going to check anywhere else, we need to go to Bergen Lake.
Okay.
Because that's the second place everybody's talking about.
Okay.
It's literally like half a mile, 2 miles from where we just were.
Okay, and by lake, like how big is your lakes here around here?
I don't want to say it's a whole lot bigger than the pond, but it's going to be a lot deeper.
Okay. All right, perfect. Let's head over there then.
All right.
So we need to turn around?
Yeah.
What are we doing?
Okay.
You can pull in there though. You won't get stuck there.
Okay. Yeah.
We're going to Bergen Lake.
I'll just back into there.
Oh, what's this?
So this is the river.
Oh, yeah.
And
Oh,
then
the river,
up
yeah.
this way is a Gamble Lake, and as well as 2 other ponds. So where we were actually at, if you look on the map here.
Okay. So we're going to do Gamble Lake?
So here's
Bergen Lake.
where we're currently at is right here next to the river.
Okay.
Okay, and then if we go up further, you have 2 more ponds plus a lake right there. Where we were at, right here, she says that actually is the 4 ponds. So you have the 1 pond, which was the larger one, and then the 2 smaller ones.
If
that
they
we
all
scanned
connect,
as well.
if it all
And then this
connected,
one is too shallow
Okay.
because all the
So we're going
weed
to
are gone.
those?
So no, these are the ones we already did.
Oh. So they're done. 4 ponds is
Yeah,
done.
so 4 ponds is already done.
Okay, good. We can rule it out then.
Yes. So now we're going to.
Bergen Lake, which was our second that we heard so much.
Yep.
Hey, I need you to put ginger
See,
in.
that's the thing. Well, we've had probably 60 people
There's
tell
one
us
down there.
about 40 4 ponds, told us 4 ponds, and then about 20 told us Bergen Lake.
Okay. Well, let's head there. then.
And then we've got, there's also a few other places, so we kind of put it as like four different places. But I mean, I know y'all can't get to all that. In fact, like one of them is like in some wells somewhere that, and I don't know but at least we can X out. That's a win.
Okay.
Yeah,
perfect.
we can X out.
Let's
4
go to the lake.
ponds. Okay.
All right, sounds good.
Well, I mean.
How's it going there, Jared?
So that was the 4 ponds we were at. So there was a total of 4 ponds. So 4 ponds is now done.
So we just did the 4 ponds?
Yes. So these 3 ponds up here, or the 2 ponds in the lake, they're like, this never came into play at all, ever. But there's another lake, Bourbon Lake or Burby Lake or something like that, that we're gonna head to right now.
All right, Bourbon Lake.
Yep.
1800.
No.
She's waving. It must be friendly. They must be friendly. So.
The dog has a waggly tail.
All right.
They ask her. Come up next to her and I'll ask. So this is a private property. You guys know the people that live here, or?
It's my grandparents.
Oh, it's your grandparents?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
And the lake is public, isn't it?
Yeah, the lake is public.
Where does everybody else park? So this is private. So this is your grandparents' property.
The land, my grandparents own. They live in the house. And the lake is public. Anybody can do whatever they want on the lake.
Yeah, she just called her grandma.
And then how do they get to the lake?
We have right here where these John boats are. I'll move them out the way, and you can get in right there.
No, where other people? We're curious where other people.
Yeah,
how would other people
like
get
if they were going to come drop the body, so they'll know where to kind of, like if they were going to put a body in.
Yes.
Yeah, like is there a road on the
Is
other
there-
side
Where
for
Yeah.
public to
big.
come?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Public access.
Okay.
Not really. You really the only people that come out here are if they know my grandparents or the girl who lives over there.
They're asking about if she's in here, they would have had to go on in a spot where nobody would see them. So like, if there was like over there, like which end or whatever do you think?
There's an entrance way down there where that pump is. But
Okay.
Other than that,
So there's a public entrance down there.
no, not a public access.
But it's a public lake.
Yeah.
Yes, it's a public.
But there's no real public
No.
place to access.
So there's a house. So there's a house on the other side of the lake. And then you have your grandparents over here, and there's no other roads to get here. I am 100% going to say that she is not in this lake.
Okay.
Unless your grandparents did it or the people on the other side did it. Because you're coming down private accesses and nobody's going to come down a private access like this.
We don't know. I don't know who
Let me
lives
show
in
you
these
something.
houses either. I don't know. It's
Okay, let me see it. Can I hold it?
Yep.
Let's see. We're right here. All the way down here. This is a road right here. It's a side road.
But how do you get to that one? Through your parents?
You can go where we just went by the ponds and come around, or you can come down here.
But what I'm saying is nobody with barrels in the back of their pickup are going to come past Grandma and Grandpa's house, is what I'm saying.
Yeah, they can.
No, I'm saying, no, I know that they can because there's a road here. But as a criminal with a body in the back of a pickup in a barrel, you are not going to be driving down a private alley.
That's not the only way to get here, though. This is all a road right here. Okay, look, let me show you. Zoom out. You can come all the way around here, and this is the road we just took to go to the 4 ponds.
Okay.
You can come down this road, come down here, and then enter right in here.
Enter over there.
right
Okay.
northern Arkansas where I am now, and ran a resort, and my family.
Okay. So then this one is not going to have a boat involved. So now this one we're just looking at the perimeter.
Anyway, and then so me and my daughter had to move back in.
Well, it's actually not that big, so we can go clear the perimeter
That's where
on
I am
it,
now, which is like an hour and a half.
and then do it down the center. All right, we'll go knock this out real quick.
Okay, cool.
Yep.
Thank you. So what are we driving?
I'm just gonna pull up next to the John boats and Grandma and Grandpa in here.
We can walk.
Yeah, so yes, we put the button in.
Oh, I've always.
Okay, lady.
Find out Grandpa did it.
100%.
So where are we now, Jared?
We are at I forget the name of it. It is a public lake with mostly private access, but there's a potential to come in from the side, kind of from the 4 ponds that we're at. It's called Virgin Lake. With this one, there's no boating access at all. So really we're doing more of a perimeter search on this one. it's gonna clear it real fast, and really it's just kind of over in that other corner. But just to, you know, give everybody peace of mind, we're gonna do an entire perimeter on this one. So it should take us probably about 30 minutes once we're out there, once we have the boat on the water to clear it.
Yeah, the girl, she wanted us to check her grandparents' lake. She's suspicious of them. So here we are.
Well, not funny.
I know. That was for you. Hey, how's it going?
They got their own boat with their equipment.
Sir, how are you today? I said, how are you today?
Alright. Come with a snake thing out. That's good.
I saw one and he came over. He came running over and goes, did you say you saw a snake? I thought I saw a snake falling through. It was big. I see things.
Well, they're down there. I tell you what, it was go one Christmas. They were right down there, and it was real cold out.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm gonna let you all do your thing.
Perfect, thank you. All right, you're gonna lay.
Buddy.
You know, that
Cool how the trees grow out of the water.
Okay, go. Take it away. If you want.
Yes, right now what we're doing is we're putting the boat back together. I'm doing the pumping. We deflated each time. We're going to head out here in this body of water. We're going to run the sonar. If there are anything down there, we'll see it. So here we go.
Alright. Another adventure with purpose. Okay. You said they, during the Civil War, they dumped their guns. Like there's supposed to be a bunch of guns from the Civil War in there.
Wow.
It's kind of cool.
We should
do gun dive.
Just drive night the entire time too.
Yeah, see if we can snap
both guns.
Yeah, that'd be cool.
You could.
Do what?
You probably should.
Yeah.
Just snag it the entire time.
Sounds good.
Might find a gun as well today, Dan. Yeah.
Y'all tried to dig up a barn. And then y'all was for a record service when she got stuck. And then now you're going to collect guns.
Yep. And we're off. Delicious.
It is a cool lake.
Yeah.
Like I would like a private public lake like this.
I would love a private public lake, one that the public could use but they can't get to. It'd be awesome.
All right, flip those. I'll start us up. Yeah, nice bottom on it.
Nice smooth
yeah,
looking.
Like, if anything's down here, spot it, no problem. 15 feet deep.
Deeper than I thought.
Yeah, I really don't think there's gonna be any guns in here. I mean, they kept their guns back in the day. And they took good care of them.
We found a lot of guns when we were diving with Nug.
Yeah, it wasn't the Army though. Army kept their guns. A lot of fish. We'll go fishing. Yeah, a lot of fish hanging out by the trees too.
Oh yeah. Oh, this is awesome.
It is kind of cool.
Lift this up real quick.
What are you looking for? No, we're so far we're all right.
How deep is it?
It's 2.5 feet deep here.
Oh man, that's awesome. I saw one of those fish jump over there just straight up.
I wonder if this is the public access over here, or is this all private too? There's a boat over there, kind of a couple of boats, fish cleaning station, hangout couches, fire pits. This must be the slough that she was talking about.
Yeah.
It's 6 feet deep in here. What the frick is that? What is that?
It's a bunch of little.
I'm gonna go closer. It's almost like at Disneyland, right before the crocodile comes up and eats you.
Yeah.
They're not doing it now.
Yeah, well, whatever it was, we disturbed it.
Dude, we probably should not be going into the deep dark forest here.
I don't know, I kind of want to go in the deep dark forest. Yeah, keep your eye out though. It'll happen again, I'm sure. It's like pop, 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 pop. Some kind of sign on that tree up there. Whatever that sign says.
I think it says pirate territory, keep out. Turn back now.
Like on the Pirates of the Caribbean.
Wow, this is wicked in here.
That's really awesome. Look at that over there. Jeez.
Posted, keep out.
So they call this a slough?
Yeah. Yeah, do not go past that, Sam. And you just went past it. Alright, I'm gonna turn around. Well, that thing goes back there quite a ways. Oh, that's what it was.
Oh,
things are falling off the trees.
Acorns are falling. Shut up.
Alright, mystery solved.
We're just so amazed by the acorns falling. Look at this. This is the way the trees grow out of the water. That's amazing. You see all those pinnacles? How the pinnacles just kind of jab up?
Yeah, like the root system. We got tires down here.
Oh yeah, that's right. We're working.
Huh?
Oh yeah, that's right.
Yeah, no barrels, but we do have tires. And trees.
Oh, that pond's clear.
It's a lake.
They call this a lake? Alright, well either way, this body of water is clear.
I call it a pond.
Yeah, I call it
What
a
is
pond,
the actual
dude.
definition? Down below. Leave us. What is the actual definition of a lake or a pond? Would you call this a lake or a pond?
Pond.
I would call it a pond.
Oh, just Grandpa didn't do it, so.
That's good. I like it when grandpas don't do it.
Not yet.
Ooh.
Grab a corner of this.
Oh, wait, let me get the, here.
This one.
Let me flip this up.
Wait a second. Wait a second.
How'd it go?
Yep. No luck.
Alright,
Kelly, we're trying for you.
I know you are. I'm just, I don't know what to, trying to process it all.
Yeah.
Lost in.
That's what we were talking about.
There's some kind of a
Blue
place where
something. Blue.
Blue hole.
Blue hole?
I don't know where it's at, but I've heard of it. But I heard
That's
it's like
in Bradford, though.
I heard it's I heard it's somewhere towards
Well,
like
that
Possum
makes
Gray,
a whole heck of a
Bradford.
lot of sense. Wasn't she going through Possum Gray?
When her phone likes ping.
No, but listen, it pinged. That was before she ever got back to Dustin's house and
Oh, okay.
threw a fit or whatever she did.
Okay. Okay. See, I was thrown off by that too.
Yeah. No. She left James.
I'm trying to think of other alternative places she might be.
Tried to go to Cersei, decided to turn around at Possum Gray.
I think what they're trying to do.
She came back.
And went to Dustin's.
Went to Dustin's.
And Dustin's the last person to see her.
Yeah, because of her time frame.
Yeah, and then like an hour and a half later, her car was found. found.
Like Gamble Lake around here, but we're trying to do, because we know, we only have you for today, and you don't want to use the best of our resources. And we're just trying to decide, because we know we can't get them all searched today. She went missing in Oil Trough, Arkansas, and I didn't even know there was lakes over there. Oh, I mean, I said we don't know. That's where her car was staged and parked, right there at the river, like we talked about. It's about 10-15 minutes from here, and there's 2 lakes over there as well. And we've heard stuff about Oil Trough, but the well thing, and we're still trying to figure that out. And then somebody had said something about, I think I had 2 or 3 people say something about a lake over there, but I wasn't familiar with those, and we were trying to figure out. And Brown Lake is not the one but the Brown Lake's right over there, and then because you live over there, yeah. And then there's what's the other one? The other one's the one I was told about.
So the last person to see her alive pretty much was Dustin Hightower, right?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
He lives in Oil Trough. Brown Lake Road is by my house.
Yeah.
I live in Oil Trough.
Now the
Meadow Lake's also another choice.
Yeah, that's the other one. It's the other one y'all. There was 2 y'all named, right?
Yeah, Brown Lake and Meadow Lake.
Yeah, it wasn't Brown Lake. It was Meadow Lake. I had like 2 or 3 people saying, but
if this J.R. Calkin guy had anything to do with it, Blue Hole in Bradford would wouldn't that be an option too?
Blue Hole, Bradford.
That was your Blue Hole?
No, Los Angeles is in
yeah, we've been told Michael Morrison and Brooke are together. I mean, not in the same, but they're both in barrels at 12 feet deep. And you know Clay. Somebody know who that is? Probably said was there a neighbor?
You don't know who that is?
But so I'm wondering if we skip Gamble. Obviously eventually we'll have to get it searched, but for today to use our resources the best and go onto Oil Trough and put y'all on those 2 lakes, or at least one of the 2. Whatever, I don't know how long y'all can do it.
Do we have, so here's the thing, do we have any actual leads as to that? It sounded like all of our leads was here, and that right now...
Well, no, we had it like a top 5, but I've only had 3 people tell me about the Meadow Lake one. And I had like 40 tell me about 4 ponds, and probably about 20 tell me about Bergen Lake. Well, obviously,
What point are those?
And what they'll do, though, they have to throw you off, and you.
So I said, what point is that the disinformation campaign? Bergen Lake and 4 ponds. I think the reason why they're pointing at Jacksonport, Newport area is because they're trying to implicate Brad Durham, her ex-husband.
And Brad, I've never thought he had anything to do with it.
Yeah, I did when he threatened her life 2 days supposedly before she was missing.
But the very last person to ever see her alive.
Remember what we said though? People that are in that world, they use them. Okay, it's more believable that somebody, a domestic, being a domestic thing. Let's blame it on Brad, the ex-husband, which is why it's probably that they're pushing Bergen Lake in the Four Ponds. Remember they said that they
yeah, she was friends with Brooke. We just met her today. This is the first day I've ever talked to her, and she says that she's always believed she was in. That all that was to keep people from going to Oil Trough and looking for her. Yeah. And of course, I'm not from here. Amy Jo's, she lives in Oil Trough, but she doesn't know anybody.
Like right
you know, she hasn't lived here that long, but listening to her, you know, and then that makes sense because we in all our cases we have to weed out bad information or whatever, of course.
So, like we were saying a while ago, this is not a loss. This is a win.
I think
we checked off boxes where she's not.
Yeah.
So the fact that they're trying to push it this direction,
makes
they're just doing that to throw you
now that she's not in these.
She's not in Four Ponds. She's not in Bergen Lake. We've checked those boxes off, which makes it look better for poor Brad. He looks like they're trying to blame him.
Yeah,
so
Brad.
The fact that
everybody's trying to pin that on him.
But the fact that her car was found at the public boat launch at Oil Trough on the White River, and her first ex-husband was one of the last people to see her alive. In fact, he
lives a mile from there.
The boat launch.
Yeah.
And not very far. I live in I call it the suburbs of Oil Trough. I live in no man's land. I can live in the county. I don't live in Oil Trough and I don't live in Thida. But, I mean, there's plenty of places. I mean, there's a lot of drug activity back there. There's plenty of places people know where to hide people after they've killed them. And so it makes more sense that she's in the Oil Trough area somewhere than it would be for her to be here.
Documentation come out that Quake Llewellyn did hit Sydney Sutherland with the truck. Yeah.
Oh, was it an accident?
No, purposely.
No, purpose.
Oh, purpose. Great.
Oh wow.
Terrible.
But just because he purposely hit her with a truck doesn't mean he might have been forced to do that too. I mean,
well, he did.
Forced to hit her with a truck?
Yeah.
How so? How can somebody force another person to hit somebody with a truck?
If they've got the goods on you about something else, they got the goods on you.
I see
Blackmail, like
okay.
you're gonna do you're gonna do this, or something else is gonna come out.
I see what you're saying. Like
you used him as a pawn in the game.
I see what you're saying.
In Arkansas, we know that they use professional people, and then they'll pull in what they consider the throwaways, the drug mules, this, that, and the other, and they'll use them and implicate them or make them do things because they have stuff on them and where they're boxed in, and they'll. I mean, as crazy as this stuff sounds, I'm telling you, and look no further than Boys on the Tracks murders, and you will see the biggest cover-up in world history, and it's actually not just the biggest. The two biggest covered-up murders. Purposely, investigation covered up came out of Arkansas, out of this entire country, and that is Boys on the Tracks murders and West Memphis 3. And West Memphis 3, if you remember, they got out. They were in for life for killing those boys, okay? They were accused of all kinds of stuff. The DNA comes back, matches the stepfather of one of the kids. These boys didn't do it. They used them as the pawns. They're out now. That doesn't happen. And they made them take an Alford plea, which is I think it's the first Alford plea ever made in Arkansas ever. It is. And it was, well, you won't have a record, you won't be a conviction, you'll have a clean record, but you have to publicly admit in court that that you're guilty. Basically, you plead guilty, but you don't get the rap for it. Like, you're still clean record, which is, it's a way to, save the prosecutors. And now he's a judge, or
he was the judge that was over the Linda Collins murder at the very end.
Yeah, I mean,
he botched the prosecution during West Memphis 3, and then they made him. He was the very last judge to sit on the case because they had several. They had Henry Boyce, and then they had the guy Kemp. Dan Kemp, Dan Kemp, whatever. He was and then they put Fogelman on the case, and he was the one. He was deputy prosecutor that botched West Memphis 3, and then they put him over the Linda Collins murder case.
You don't want to get a bird in, or what do you want to do?
I don't.
Wherever. Where do you want us to
I'm
go?
so sick of this corruption here.
Yeah, it's bad. It's amazing what they do. What do y'all think? Yeah, do Bergen, knock it out, or go to, we can take them to Oil Trough.
See, that's still,
get them
it's
to
still
those
like
two lakes, and of course we have to scoop, but would y'all be up for that, going back to Oil Trough? And it's only like 10-15 minutes from here, and those lakes are right beside or close to each other, right?
No, Meadow Lake's not close to Brown Lake.
Well, I mean, how far?
It's on 14.
Yeah, it's I don't know, maybe.
Is it on Meadow Lake
You
Road?
can actually go down, you know, with the gravel road, whatever.
Can we just follow her? Or
are we talking 5 or 10 minutes apart, or?
Oh, okay.
About 10.
Oh, okay. So they're about 10 minutes apart,
but I mean, I'll meet y'all down there or whatever, but I just have to run to Walmart while I'm in town.
Yeah.
So here's where I'm leaning right now. I mean, I'm leaning, where did Sam go? I mean, I'm leaning that right now we now no longer have a hot lead. You know, we had 2, 3, 4 hot leads coming into this, and now we're just throwing darts hoping that we're going to hit something.
Well, the number 1 hot lead was 4 ponds. The second hot lead was Bergen.
Okay.
It's people.
If you put it in the order of what you've been told by a certain amount of people, okay. Then the next, we had heard about wells, and that's not something I don't think.
I don't even know where
No, because
they're even
my
talking
uncle went
about.
missing in 2014, and everybody said well, and that wasn't the case.
So her bringing up, it makes sense that, you know, and it could be people, you know, a lot of people are telling us the truth as they know it's fair, what they heard or was told, but it's from the investigators, police on down, where they will send out a disinformation campaign and start putting rumors. This is what we've had to deal with Boys on the Tracks. We finally sifted through them after 37 years, but they will put rumors out on purpose in order to, and then get it out there, because people talk, to where they'll throw you completely off. So you never know if they're doing that or not. And I mean, you know, as far as like investigating her case, if you got about 40 people saying 4 ponds, 20 saying Berg, I mean, you kind of got to go with, you know, process of elimination and knock them down. Then the third was, we heard the wells. Then the fourth was the lake in Oil Trough. I'd never heard of Brown Lake, it was the other one. And I was told that by 3 people.
The thing is, I mean,
that one. So that's why we were in that order.
But the fact that the lower you get on the totem pole, the more it seems more plausible, because of the fact that her car was found at the boat launch on White River and Oil Trough, and one of the last people to see her alive was her first ex-husband. So it's like they're pushing, it's like almost that they're pushing the more plausible place at the bottom and giving you the disinformation.
They've been trying to pin it on the second ex-husband who lives right there by those ponds that we knew. And I mean, everybody's been pushing him, which is probably why they're pushing these.
Now that you have eliminated the 4 ponds with, you know, your technical expertise and what you know about diving, it's too shallow. That's not an option. You went through the whole big pond. That we can say that they're not. She's not in 4 ponds and she's not in Bergen Lake. So we can at least check those off the list. Something that the law enforcement people haven't even tried. So that's a step in the right direction.
Nobody's ever searched. I mean, we got that many people saying all these different places. I mean, whether it was a disinformation campaign or not, I mean, why would law enforcement, if they're telling us this after 2.5 years, you know, even if it was a rumor and a wrong rumor in the disinformation campaign, they go to police and tell them they don't ever search anything. They search nowhere.
So I mean, it sounds like we knocked out the small ones to where an inflatable is perfect, you know, and the other ones sound like they're a little bit larger. I would, you know,
actually Brown Lake's not large, but
same size
we're just talking about as far as proximity. It makes more sense that we dispose of her remains by where it probably happened and blame it on something far down the road. But we've checked those off. We checked those off the list.
Yeah.
She's not there.
Yeah.
So maybe if we do a little more investigation, maybe we can narrow it down to something else.
Because remember, you know, like we were telling you on the beginning, you know, this is a girl who literally went blonde, and they had not just pictures but video. no one had seen her with that hair color, and they refused to release it. Nobody, until we released that picture, had ever seen her with blonde hair ever, okay? So that's how, I mean, why would they not, you know? So
if you were legitimately trying to find somebody, you would give the most accurate description possible.
Of course.
She was blonde when she went missing. She was not a brunette.
Yeah.
And the family keeps saying, oh, well, we've seen that, we saw that in August of 2018. Well, nobody else has. It's just been kept close to the chest. And so there's like people saying, well, we've never seen that vid. That was never posted as a possibility of what she looked like before she disappeared.
So now after checking this off, like, then it's like, you know, now let's go back to the source, you know, and so whether we can get it searched today or one out of the two or whatever or none, at least we know these.
This has been checked off the list.
We're good. Like, we don't even feel like we need to at any time soon try to search the Gamble Lake until the oil troughs, you know. I mean, then once you do all that, then it's more like, okay, now they've been lying, everybody, the disinformation.
We can sit there and say,
where they spit the rumors out.
We've had independent divers come in who have nothing to do with law enforcement, have no skin in the game.
And say,
Can come in and say, and you know, Sam is a search and rescue boat captain, is he not?
Yes. Yep.
This is his wheelhouse.
Yep.
He's done this. This is what he does. We've had a search and rescue boat captain and another very proficient diver have searched Bergen Lake and the 4 ponds, and she is not there. Yeah. We can report that.
Yeah, we can. It's fact.
And so now that we've put holes in that theory that she's here and she's there.
That's right.
Then people are gonna be like,
they're gonna start talking again too. Yeah.
They're gonna start talking again, and then I think that we're gonna get some more credible information.
They're gonna get scared. Yeah, even more scared.
Does that make sense?
Yeah. If I'm gonna take you back to your car, we better go.
So I don't think it's going to happen today down there. Maybe some down the road.
Yeah, it's up to y'all, because I mean, we're at y'all's. I mean, we can always try this.
Yeah, let's do that. I mean, right now Sam's out without a dry suit, so I mean, if we can get our dive shop up in Table Rock before the end of the day, that's really going to help us out. I think that at this
Do you have to go to a specific dive shop?
That has certain suits.
I was going to say there's one in Jonesboro.
So are you saying that you could, y'all could come back, like on your way back to Oregon maybe? Or?
So, well, going back to Oregon, we're actually heading to Kansas and then on over. So I think that at this point in time, what we need to do is we need to have this video put out. It's going to be November, December-ish for this one. With that one, you know, we want to spread the, you know, the message of, you know, Brooke Allensworth. Where is she? Do you have any credible?
Good idea, yeah.
Do you have any credible information? If so, please get a hold of these two. Yeah. You know, JoJo's for justice.
I think it's more plausible that she's back in oil trough somewhere than out here.